Carrie Lam just made a very solemn TV address a couple of hours ago with all her top officials standing by her. Her main point was to say last night's unprecedented violence proved her right, that her move to invoke this emergency power to ban masks without lawmakers approving it was justified. She condemned the protesters for their violent acts of smashing up shops with pro-Beijing interests and causing such extensive damage to the MTR metro system here that it had to, for the first time ever, shut down entirely today. But most of all, she criticized the shocking attack on the plainclothes officer who was bloodied up badly by a mob. Just before that, he had fired his gun to protect himself, which led to a second teenager being shot this week. Now, there are reports that this officer may have bumped into a person with his car right before the attack unfolded, but the police for now have said that this is not an area they're focusing investigations on.
Now, there were calls for protesters to march out this afternoon in defiance of this surprise mask ban. So what does it look like? What is it looking there right now?
Well, actually, through online groups, there had been some voting going on earlier today among the protesters, and many had voted for a rest day, in part perhaps because the metro system is down and would be difficult to reach or leave the march, but also in part because this movement has been championing this so-called be water principle to change up tactics to outplay the authorities. But about an hour ago, we did start seeing some pretty large crowds gather in the shopping district of Causeway Bay, with most of the protesters defying this new law by covering their faces up. They've taken over main roads as they march down to the business district of Central. And so far, the protests are very much peaceful here on Hong Kong Island, although we are hearing reports of minor tension in some other areas. So we'll keep you posted on that.